Good rainy Monday evening to all. Yours truly, Denise Osorio here for PTV News Now. Starting off our breaking stories this afternoon. With the wider distribution of the 20 peso a kilo rice program on a roll and making a dent in slowing down food inflation, the Department of Agriculture is sustaining the momentum with its follow-up launch of its Farm-to-Market Development Bridge program. This latest DA initiative, which was conceived to improve the country's food security, received the green light from the President-chaired Economic Development Council and is to be bankrolled by the official development assistance from France. In a meeting last Wednesday at the People's Palace, Aggie Chief Francisco Tiu Laurel Jr. in a presentation cited long-standing logistical challenges brought about by maximizing farm productivity and market access. 300 steel panel bridges, 4 single-lane and 259 extra-wide single-lane ones, covering 52 provinces in 15 regions, will be constructed from 2026 to 2029 under the plan. The site locations for these constructions were vetted by the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Engineering, or BFAE, which led the site selection process, prioritizing area with potentially strong agricultural output amid poor road connectivity. Ultimately, the project is expected substantially cut down transportation costs and post-harvest losses. After a not-so-encouraging results that obtained in the midterm polls, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. vowed to hold government agency heads into greater account in getting the job done and serving the public. Earlier today, the president flew south to the heart of Maranao Muslim country in Marawi City, Lanao del Sur, to see the status or progress of government rehab work in Ground Zero of the war between government forces and the rebel Maute group known as the 2017 Marawi Siege. Greeted by an eager Marawi Muslim community, the president headed to a public elementary school in Barangay Sagonsongan for an up-close inspection of the temporary safe learning spaces in 5 schools put up as interim campuses and classrooms serving 720 students. He also brought up with him multiple Starlink internet systems out of his own pocket, which he distributed to 2 elementary and 2 high schools in Marawi City for fast, stable, and reliable connectivity to both student and teacher users. Likewise, school bags and supplies from the Office of the President were handed out for even greater student support. The Temporary Learning Spaces, or TLS, was conceived and took effect in the aftermath of the 2017 Marawi siege that left much of the city in rubble and utter destruction. These learning spaces consist of makeshift structures, tents, or repurposed buildings, and designed to provide continuing education to learners despite the challenges of displacement and ongoing recovery efforts. VOA's Natasha Mosgovaya went to the University of Washington to see for herself how tiny robots find their own sources of energy to function and get the job done.
This tiny robot can fit on your fingertip, but don't let the Millo mobile size fool you. It's more independent than most of its bigger competitors. Kyle Johnson is a Millo mobile co-creator.
There are photodiodes, which are little sensors that can detect light on each of the corners. And so what it can do is actually move towards the gradient of greatest light so that it's actually seeking out its own energy source.
The robot can basically run forever, harvesting ambient energy such as light or radio waves without using batteries that contribute to electronic waste. This University of Washington team specializes in using environmentally friendly materials to develop small-scale electronics, including fully biodegradable computer mice and origami microflyers packed with data-gathering sensors that can change shape in flight to adjust course. Everything is built by hand, which co-creator Vicente Arroyo says can test the team's patience working with tweezers under a microscope.
Electronics has been a passion from childhood, but to work at the small scale and at this scale is something I couldn't have imagined.
We have all the equipment to make our prototypes here in-house, including things like this laser micromachining system that we use to build circuits and the microscopes and soldering tools that we use to assemble them.
This robot, the size of a penny, can carry nearly 3 times its own weight while gathering data in different environments. Co-creator Zachary Engelhardt describes what's next.
We're looking forward to finding ways to get a lot of these small robots working together to accomplish more complex tasks, like monitoring entire industrial areas or searching for contaminants in the environment.
The team hopes to apply the same battery-free motion technology in medical devices and for outer space exploration. Natasha Mozgovaya, VOA News, Seattle, Washington.
And that's a wrap for this afternoon stories. Join us anew later on for our evening set of breaking news. Always make us your habit for your stories you can count on, news you can trust. I'm Denise Osorio, and thank you for watching PTV News Now.